Thought spins a dream of time, cartwheeling through space, weaving reflections of morning into my eyes, unweaving the tapestry of thought into beautiful, tattered love letters. Echoes spiraling through echoes illuminate the canyon walls where memory dances with her shadow. Sensuously, deliciously, life begins and ends without becoming or disappearing. Love recognizes its beautiful voice in the cries of one, of two, of many, of none, whose heart is not weeping. This is a song without words or music that resonates in places you cannot find or ignore. It is a baptism by fire. The flames of your own desire consume you and your world, and love consumes even herself. Somehow it all feels like love, and there is no thing that is not love. Yet there are no things, not even these rippling echoes of love songs that formed these thoughts, these lips, this tongue, this very breath that sings me and sings love into every word. Wind cannot chase itself. There is no direction or lack thereof, as there is no starting point for this song, nor place where the dance arrives. Only this ballet of ripples sliding through ripples, reflections blossoming and dissolving, falling into and through the flowing that they are, that we are, that nothing really is or is not. This is a meandering without substance or liquidity. Lullabies require singers and listeners. Love requires imaginary lovers, and loving you is the missing of you, and the great aloneness we all share, we all are, knowing we can never touch, as we are not. Love is not. Yet we seem to arise and disappear in this lover's dance. All I can say is, I love you. I watch the river weep. A rip in the sky reveals its nakedness, where clouds used to hover and dream of wild tsunamis and forever blue. Horizons fell through their own lines, erasing the song of day and night. And she danced with her echo and fell through the barrier between sound and silence, and the morning star plummeted through ancient shadows of endless sky. Fire burned her shadow and her light, and she danced through the edge of time where no one was dancing, and returned to the song of sorrow and light. There is no other side to love. And life is always new, an exploding dream of wonder, of light and dark and colors and rainbows dancing, as all implodes into itself and never becomes anything at all. Yet this flowering and simultaneously wilting astounds and hypnotizes as velvet petals of softness caress your heart and pierce it, erasing the illusion of solidity with this undeniable beauty of immeasurable, ungraspable aliveness. This is a magic spell cast by no one, told by no thing, a watercolor painted with water in water, pebbles skipping across the river, ripples blooming, stars strewn across the heavens, tears splatter the sidewalk and dry in the hot summer night. Wild, naked love requires no direction or place. There is no fear of placelessness. No one is looking to be found or fears this sensuous lostness. Simply, elegantly, suspended, floating, sky in sky. Tendrils of clouds almost form and melt into sky. Rain falls through rain, wet in wet. Or are these tears sliding down these mirrors of sky, of love, of morning bursting through the window, dissolving the imaginary lines between us as echoes of yesteryear melt on our lips in this very kiss? The worded world, the thought dream, is a symphony of infinite combinations, twisting and turning, spiraling around itself as there is no point inside or outside of these words, or outside of this dream of naked shadows where the dream can see itself. It is only to an imaginary center that the dream may seem to swirl around, but that center can be obviously empty, and the emptiness of the swirling can be seen by no one, perhaps by the dream itself, as it seems like it feels love recognizes itself in every word and every pause between the words, which is simply a bunch of words that can never see or catch itself, as there is nothing to hold, to grasp, to understand. That there is nothing to know without an imagined someone to know can seem frightening or beautiful, yet to whom? This can never be known, and there is simply no concern to discover, to unravel the dream of words as they unravel themselves. And love's nakedness burns away the tides of hope and fear, and the need for another wave, another tear, another kiss, another drop of love, as there is no other. This is the heartbeat, the breath of love, singing, echoing, a murmuration without substance, a trail of liquid sunsets bleeding. Endless moon love slides through an empty chair as we bathe in our own naked beauty. It feels like a Chagall painting, floating, dissolving in love, directionless, nothing but this embrace of love. The line between ordinary and extraordinary, between love and not love, dissolves, as do all imaginary lines. Words swirl and dance into an arabesque of perfection as the movement seems to halt. Without movement or stillness, they melt into the hush that is never born or dies, but subsumes all sound and silence and permeates all words with a wondrous disbelief. Songs stream through these fingertips that slide across the keys, singing an enchantment that paints the cascading scenery of painting this magical illusion. Where is the silence inside these words but in the looking for it? Where is the beauty but in moonless dreams as a car streams past? Old love songs dust the narrow road with lights trailing nowhere, leading everywhere. All is perfection without imperfection. All is love without other. All is ecstatic, simply life blooming and wilting, without becoming a flower you can pluck. You are the flower you long to hold. Deep in your secret heart of hearts, you know this, but cannot articulate it. No one can, as there is nothing that can be said about flowers, or love, or anything at all. There are no things, nor you to gather them into this bouquet of love exploding in your heart. And the morning star pierces your sleepy eyes and dissolves into morning. A song hovers on your empty breath that your heart knows but cannot sing. This is the kiss of ancient songs of untold universes spilling into light and shadow and infinite colors bleeding into this unexplainable wondrousness, illuminating the brilliance of unknowing. Stars spin across the heavens, scattered leaves twirl down the sidewalk, and wind pirouettes through the naked trees. And these poems spin ancient words under the door, through the window, across the horizon, where love was waiting for you to dance in your own light and kiss the heart, the love you never had or lost, and toss the stars back into their own brilliance. Galaxies explode inside your chest, and the thunder of your heart beating madly echoes through the universe as your delicate breath, your tender song, slides through the window of infinite reflections, where you lost your face along with a million tomorrows. And what you longed to see you never saw, nor did you not, as there was no one separate from the seeing or the seen, only dewdrops of morning sliding through the petaled softness of your eyes. Bejeweled wonderment of colors shining through the prism of perfection, tossing ideas like inside and outside into a tidal wave of thunder, crushing itself under the weight of your own light. This exquisite love, this wild beauty which was never yours, yet erupts in this poem of morning, bursting into a song, a chorus, a symphony of unspeakable love. Whose heart sings? Whose heart echoes? This murmuration of words dances with its reflection on the empty canyon walls, and there are nothing but echoes, pirouetting into a ballet of light and sound that has no dancers, nor light, nor sound. Echoes of resonant beauty sigh, dissolving into their own light. The sea dissolves into its own wetness, and I weep that I cannot touch you, or pour this song through you, so you will become the intoxication that I feel, that we can never know what life feels like for another. We are one star, one galaxy, singing, never hearing our own light, seeing our own beauty. We are woven into this tapestry of echoes. Sparkling, shimmering starlight falls through my eyes. Or are these tears? Who could say where this wetness, where this love begins or ends?